Oh, nice outfit. Nice outfit. My name's Maile Flanagan, as you might know. And that's probably why you're in the room. Or maybe you just want some cold air. That'd be great. I think Lisa's getting me a Diet Coke. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Anyway, I've done Naruto for over 400 episodes and 35 video games and 5 movies. And it's been like 8 years that I've been doing it. So, yeah, so it's been a long time. It's just kind of second nature now, I guess. And here I am. And I guess I'll just start by telling you a little bit about me, and then we'll have some questions if you guys have any. You know, it's a small group, don't be shy. But I started as an actor doing improv and in college, and then I moved to Minneapolis and did it there. Did a little bit in Chicago and stuff, and then I moved to LA. Well, in Minneapolis I did a lot of children's theater, and I did stand-up, and thank you. I had a lot of theater, and then I had a lot of improv. And then I moved to LA, and I got an agent and started working. And my agents were like, you ever done voiceover? And I was like, yeah, I've done some. They said, well, you ought to study with this person and that person and that person, and, with your raspy voice, and go start doing VO stuff. So I did. And then years went by, and then I auditioned for Naruto, and I got Naruto. And then I started doing him for 8 years, among other acting jobs. So that's kind of how I got my start. Does anyone have any questions to start off with before I just prattle on and on? Too small a group to have questions. Yeah.
You also do theater and film, correct?
Yeah.
Do you prefer voiceover to theater and film, or?
People always ask me that. I love doing theater. I've done a lot of theater. I keep doing theater. I'm doing some shows in June when I get back, where I play like an animal expert in this show with a lot of funny people. Anyway, I don't prefer one over the other. Film is a little slow. I love working in TV. I'm on a Disney show called Lab Rats. I do a lot of those episodes. And I'm on Shameless a little bit, and hopefully I'll be back on that show too. That's really fun too. The animation stuff, you get to do more. You get to kind of just do more. So that's really fun. And a character like Naruto, because there's so much to do, you play so many emotions that in TV and film, a lot of the time it's about the star, so you're just a supporting player and you don't really have as much to do. So I guess sometimes in animation you're like, this is so much better. But then again, I love working in TV and film too, so I like it all. Yeah.
Don't voice actors hang out together?
What?
Don't voice actors hang out together?
Do we all hang out together, the voice actors? I hang out with Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who directs me. Liam O'Brien, who plays Gara, and Sam Riegel and I and Mary Elizabeth trade really filthy emails often. Or like he'll find something really awful on the internet. Like, this is you. Or a picture, where somebody's kind of changed your voice and put some horrible thing on it. So I get a lot of those from them. And Mary Elizabeth hangs out a lot with the other voice actors, a little more than I do. I have been doing so much theater and so much on-camera work that I haven't had that much time to hang out really with anybody except for the people that I've been working with, especially because I'll be doing like the Disney show all day and then all week and then do theater all weekend. So I tend to kind of hang out with the people that I'm working with. But at conventions I do like hanging out with them. What other voice actors do I hang around with? It kind of goes in and out. I did a show for 5 years, and then you kind of hang out with those people for 5 years, and then, for Naruto, Liam has 2 kids, and Sam now has a kid, and Kate has kids, I like giving them shit, but I would. Plus, we're all spread out. But, a lot of other voice actors hang around each other, I think, a little bit more than me. So thanks. Someone else? Okay.
Yeah. What did you have to do to get the part of Naruto? Like, did you have to try out, or did they just choose you because your voice is like?
Paid them. No. It's better than what my first thought was. No, I got a. Oh, sorry. You didn't see that. I got a call. I audition all the time. I was back in the hotel room and I just got an email from my agent saying I have an audition for Nickelodeon. And when I did Naruto, I just got it like I get every other audition. Sometimes I'll get 6 or 7 a week auditions for voiceover stuff, sometimes even more. And then sometimes you won't get any for a while, but I auditioned and then I got called back in and then I went and met all the people and we had a big session. There were all these people from Japan there and all the people from Viz in San Francisco and then all the people in the studio where we recorded, and they worked me in the booth and adjusted my tone and age and attitude. And after that was all over, I was like, thanks, I hope I get the job. And they were like, well, you got the job. And I was like, what? Why didn't you tell me an hour ago, you bastard? You have a follow-up?
Yeah, I have another question. Did you try out for any other parts of the...
Hell no! What, do you think I was going to play Hinata? Listen to this voice. I can't do those voices. I can't do Sasuke. What I could maybe do... Gamabunta. I don't even do sexy jutsu. I can't do that. My voice doesn't go that high. They didn't ask me to do anything else, because listen to me. I sound like I chew on gravel and smoke. I don't do either, but I'm not saying I won't ever.
When you, like, from the little kid Naruto, from the older, was it difficult, like, to change?
No, those first several, was it difficult to change from the younger to the older? No, the first several episodes of Shippuden, they would adjust me periodically and be like, that's a little too high, you know. Lower the pitch, make it more mature, just an attitude, a lot of attitude. And now when I do episodes where like there'll be a flashback and I have to do the younger Naruto or really young Naruto, that sounds weird to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's weirder going backwards now than doing him now. But I've done a bunch of Shippuden, so it wasn't that hard. A lot of the jobs I do, most of the time I do little boys' voices, and so almost all the time. And so I always do a range of voices. So that isn't as hard for me as it might be for people who don't normally do that. But yeah. Somebody else got a question? Nobody? Okay, bye. Don't leave. You're here for an hour. Yeah.
Do you get weird fan questions?
I don't know. Are you going to ask me something weird? I'll tell you a story. I was in New Zealand, and I went to a convention there, and it was a pretty big convention, not huge, but a medium-sized convention. And I was in a big room like this, but it was pretty full, and there was this hulking man that was like huge and had this long, black, thick hair. He was just enormous, kind of dressed a little strangely, and I could see him with these crazy eyes, and he started making a beeline for me, and I was like, oh God, what's he gonna do? And he came up to me and he very softly said, I'd like you to have this. And he had carved a traditional piece of New Zealand jewelry out of bone, which is a thing that they do, and made a thatched, like a wrapper for it, and then had written a poem saying, welcome to the country and thank you for coming here. So it was kind of like this amazing, he really did look kind of like a monster, but he was a very nice man. But he was a gentle soul and a poet, and it was kind of cool, But and then another time, I was at a big, huge one in Baltimore, and there was a girl there that was she just had a crazy story, almost to the point where we're like, oh, okay, all right, okay. Like, should I call somebody? Should the bus come take you away? But she was just at a particular, I think a lot of people like Naruto because he always keeps trying, and because, I do get letters sometimes where people say I felt alone, or I felt isolated, or I didn't feel like, I had all these other people in my life, and they they really found some strength through this character, and I think that touches people a lot. And I love hearing that from people, because a lot of people that I do get letters from people that say, that they have felt like an outsider, and this character helped them feel less like an outsider. And to me, that's really touching and effective and cool. So I like getting that. And then sometimes I get some fan mail. It's like, you suck.
What?
And that comes with the territory. I write back, so do you. No, I don't write back. I wrote one girl back. That was a mistake. I was like, well, I think that's uncalled for because you got personal. I don't care if you don't like me, but most I get really, really nice letters.